So you're thinking about moving to Nashville, but more specifically, you're thinking about moving to Nolensville. And the biggest question on your mind is, John, get rid of the fluff. We need to know the real deal when it comes to Nolensville. Well, today we're gonna be going ahead and giving you the pros and cons of living here in Nolensville. I'm not gonna hold back. I'm gonna make sure that you get the full scope of what is Nolensville. So at the end of this, you know whether or not Nolensville is a good fit for you and your family. Hey, my name is John Bourgeois, and I'm your Nashville, Tennessee real estate agent, and really your resource for all things Nashville. Whether it be you're looking for more pros and cons videos like we're doing today, or you're wanting some map overviews, you're wanting some home tours, neighborhood tours, heck, you just want to know all there is to know about Nashville, this is the right channel for you, so make sure you like, you subscribe, and you turn on that notification bell. If you're moving in the next 9 days, or you're moving in the next 90, feel free to leave a comment below, or you can text me, email me, call me, let's connect face to face, figure out exactly what it is you're looking for, and really just make this be the easiest, smoothest process for you. Hey, like I mentioned to you, today we're going to be going ahead and giving you all there is to know about living here in Nolensville. I'm going to give you the good, the bad, the ugly. I'm going to give you the pros. I'm going to give you the cons. That way, by the end of this video, you know whether or not Nolensville is a good fit for you and your family. Now, Nolensville is located 22 miles south of Nashville. You're looking at it being roughly around 33 minutes to be able to get down here. And the unique thing about Nolensville is that even though it's that close to all the hustle and bustle of Nashville, it literally feels like you're in a small town. And oh my gosh, it's one of the unique things about Nolensville. You got that charming, picturesque, small town feel with it being located in the beautiful rolling hills of Tennessee. You've got that small town feel with that serene escape from that hustle and bustle that happens to be all that is Nashville. Now, a couple of things you want to go ahead and note when you're looking at whether or not Nolensville's right for you and your family. Nolensville has been ranked #1 when it comes to raising your family in all of Nashville. It's been ranked #3 when it comes to best place to live in all of Tennessee, and it's been ranked #1 when it comes to public schools in terms of all of Tennessee as well. You got an A+ rating when it comes to public schools. You got an A+ rating when it comes to raising your family. You got an A rating when it comes to housing. So in terms of all of those things, Nolensville is an unbelievable spot to go ahead and look at. Nolensville's got some amazing shops and some amazing restaurants, including some of my favorites. You've got Mad Galbi, which happens to be an amazing Korean barbecue spot. My kids honestly love Itty Bitty Donuts, which has got these little tiny donuts that have got drizzled of chocolate or sprinkles or icing, and it's also a great coffee shop as well. On top of that, if you are one of those type of people that loves the outdoors, you love sports, you love all things being active, you got several amazing parks and amenities here in Nolensville. You've got Nolensville Park, which is located in the historic Nolensville area. You've got Osborne Park, which is also an amazing soccer complex with 4 full-size fields. You've got Bart Park, and you've got the beautiful, amazing Nolensville Museum, which happens to be located in one of their original schools that was built in 1937. Now, a couple of things that you definitely want to go ahead and note, right? If you're active or your family's into sports, Nolensville is probably one of those places you definitely want to be. Why do I say that? Well, Nolensville has gone ahead and gone 5 times to the Little League World Series. And for the last 3 years, they've been in the Little League World Series consecutively. So if your kids are into sports, if you're into sports, if you want your kids out in an active lifestyle like that, Nolensville is an amazing spot for you to be. Now, let's go ahead and talk some of the pros when it comes to Nolensville. Nolensville is known for its sense of community. Obviously, it's got those top-notch schools, but you've also got a beautiful, friendly neighborhood around you where your neighbors are wanting to get to know you, waving, smiling as you drive by or as you go on a walk. You got a very low crime rate, and oh my gosh, we talk historic charm. You've got some preserved buildings, some unique small town feel, and you've even got an Amish market where you can go in and buy things made by the Amish. Now, when it comes to housing, you're looking at some amazing affordability. Now, obviously compared to some of your more expensive areas like Franklin or Brentwood, Nolensville offers a more affordable cost of living, and it's definitely diverse when it comes to the real estate side of things. Looking at basically anything for anybody's budget, whether that be your first time home purchase or you're looking for something that's a little bit more of that luxury space, Nolensville's got something for everyone. On top of that, you've got some amazing community events. You've got everything from a farmer's market to festivals and parades. In fact, some of the ones that you definitely want to go ahead and take note of are the Buttercup Festival. You've got the Broken Wheel Festival. On top of that, you've got an amazing Veterans Day event, which hosts everything from a parade to a marching band, and at the end takes a moment to go ahead and honor our veterans. So it's a beautiful, beautiful community celebration, and it's a great spot to be able to get to know your neighbors, get to know your community, and so on and so forth. Now let's go ahead and flip that script and give you some of the cons when it comes to going ahead and living here in Nolensville. Now, before we go into the cons, let me go ahead and give you kind of an understanding when it comes to Nolensville. So you have to understand that Nolensville is just south of Nashville. It happens to be right next door to Franklin and to Brentwood. But when we talk cons when it comes to Nolensville, we're talking a couple of huge things that you need to be aware of, and definitely some of the stuff that I hear from my clients as well. When we look at that main thoroughfare going into Nolensville, it can definitely feel like there's only one way in and one way out. Now, obviously you've got multiple ways in, multiple ways out, but if you're looking at going ahead and having an immediate, quick, easy access shot to Nashville, the best way to do it is probably to go 840 and up 65, or you can go ahead and cut down Highway 24 in terms of going ahead and getting to Nolensville. Now, one of the other big cons that we have when it comes to Nolensville is a couple of things. You've got limited public transportation. If you're needing to go ahead and use public transportation to get to work or any of those other activities, most of the people that live here in Nolensville have definitely got their cars and they're going ahead and commuting that way versus using public transportation. Another con when you're talking Nolensville is it's got a limited nightlife. Now, obviously you are moments throw away from the Titans Stadium, from the cowboy boots, from Broadway and all the country scene. But when it talk about Nolensville, like I mentioned to you, this is a very small town feel in a big city sort of environment. So it quiets down in the evening. You got limited entertainment. Definitely there are some spots that you can go ahead and jump over to or just drive up to Nashville. But if you're looking for, you know, that beautiful nightlife scene, Nolensville is probably not the right fit for you. Now, another con when it comes to going ahead and living here in Nolensville, and I talked about that one thoroughfare in and out of Nolensville, is that it's definitely experiencing some growing pains. With that growing pains, you're definitely going ahead and seeing, you know, growth population increasing, and with that traffic as well. So if you're looking at going ahead and having, you know, no traffic or anything like that, Nolensville is probably not the right fit for you. Now, a couple more things that I definitely want to go ahead and point out for you when it comes to cons of living here in Nolensville. If you're going ahead and you're looking at going ahead and living here and being able to work in Nolensville with some of the bigger employers that you might see in, you know, Franklin or in Nashville, I need you to know you've got limited employment opportunities here. So if you are looking for some of those bigger employers and bigger businesses, you have to be aware that you're most likely going to be going ahead and commuting into Franklin or up to Nashville or over to Brentwood or even down to Murfreesboro in order to go ahead and have that happen. One of the other things that I definitely want to make sure that you note as well is Nolensville's got those top-notch schools when it comes to education, right? But when we talk higher education, right, Nolensville is limited when it comes to that as well. So if you're looking at colleges or specialized trade schools or things like that, you're definitely going to go ahead and have to commute in and out of Nolensville in order to be able to get to those spaces. Overall, Nolensville is a great spot to live, but like any other place, it's definitely got its pros, it's definitely got its cons. Hopefully this video was super informative for you. Definitely thank you so much for going ahead and watching it. And hey, if you are thinking about moving in the next 9 days or the next 90, feel free to download my relocation guide. It's going to go ahead and cover everything from Nolensville to Nashville and everything in between. It's going to make sure that you know exactly what it is when it comes to Nashville. Other than that, thanks for watching.